not quite a tablespoon. This is just so it doesn't stick to our non-stick pan. So get rid of that. And now we're gonna whisk this all together. And this should be loose like a pancake batter, right?
Yeah, basically.
A crepe is, after all, a thinly cooked pancake. So now you're gonna see how incredibly easy this is to make and how fast. That you could literally come home from work or school or whatever you're doing and whip this together in you know, literally 5 minutes if you have the filling. Even if you use canned tomato sauce from the store. I don't have a problem with that. But if you can make it fresh yourself, why not? So now we're gonna heat our skillet, and we're gonna take our batter, which should be lump-free. Like I said, it should be a really nice consistency. Smooth, not lumpy. Okay, get rid of that. And we'll take, I have, of course, that's about right. Take a small, this is about a third of a cup, but you won't fill it, you won't need that much. It's gonna be a feel. You'll see how much goes in the pan, swirl it around, and see. So, about like that. Pour it in. And then swirl immediately. Start swirling. You'll see it come together. We have a theme going on today. And it cooks really quick. And you're going to see this. Now these aren't going to necessarily cook all the way through because we're going to layer these into a baking sheet, a baking pan. And we're going to bake these off with, you know, sauce on top, little cheese. What we're going to do is pull them out of the pan. Once it's loose. Just like that. You literally just take it out and put it right on your board and let it cool off a little bit. Very simple. Look at how quick that was. We'll do one more. Pour, swirl. You can make these as big as or small as you want, but they're supposed to be nice and thin, so they cook up nice and thin. While that's cooking, I'm gonna get my baking dish. We have a bunch that we made off a little earlier, so that we'll, for time constraints, wipe that up, clean as you go. Look at that. Quick, perfect, beautiful. You just take it out with your hands, like that. Turn the heat off. And now we'll take our filling. I'm telling you, this recipe can't be any simpler. Take our filling on one side, like so. A little bit more over here. Let's shake it a little bit more. And again, resist the urge to overfill these because you don't want the beautiful filling that you have to roll out. Always roll away from you, tucking in so that you have the end on the bottom. And then you're just gonna layer in your baking sheet like that. And how simple can that be? Just like so. And how is that? These are gonna go, and they have been covered with sauce and baked off for what, 30, 35 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 minutes.
20
they're
minutes?
very thin.
Because how long are they gonna get cooked off for? About 20 minutes? Because the batter's thin, and you just want to really warm them through and cook the rest of the crepe fully through. So when we come back, we'll have this all set up to go in the oven and have a fabulous meal on the table in no time flat. Stay tuned.
Crepes part 2.
In my eagerness to get the crepes into the baking dish, I forgot to mention that it's very important to put sauce on the bottom. Not only so it doesn't stick, but for added seasoning. So you just want to layer the bottom of your baking dish with some of that beautiful marinara sauce. I'll put that aside because we're actually going to use it to top it also. So the crepes we made. This is basically manicotti. It's very simple. And I made some a little ahead of time here. So we're going to layer those in also. This is, I'm telling you, once you make these yourself, you're never going to want to eat store-bought pasta again. Not that it's bad. It's convenient. It's good. We got one more soldier here. Let's see if we can get him in here on the side a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's homemade, right? And now we're going to top it with some more of great grandma's sauce. I call it sauce. I know people will argue that it could be called gravy, but apples, oranges, it doesn't matter. Whatever you call it, it's still good, I bet. Now we're going to top this with some cheese too. A little bit of cheese. All right, let's get this out of the way. I put the cheese away. Now, I have impeccably clean hands. Like I said, it's a feel. Just a little bit of nice cheese on top. And we're going to put these in our preheated oven of 350. 350?
Oh, 350.
350. We're all set to go here. 350 for about 20 minutes. And there they go. When we come back, we'll show you how to bring it all together and serve it up. But I guarantee you it's going to taste just as good as the ravioli. So stay tuned.
Dessert crepes, part 1.
She's almost gone.
Circling.
We're back, and now with the crepe batter that we made before, we can actually still continue to use it by making the dessert crepe, which we're going to fill with the sweet ricotta cream and chocolate chips. We're just going to add a little bit of sugar to it. Not too much. Not too much sugar. Let's not get carried away. So now,
because the filling is sweet too.
yes, and we're going to make a beautiful blackberry sauce to go over it. These are from my garden last year, which I was able to freeze. I have a blackberry tree in my yard, and they are fresh. They were frozen, but that's the beauty of it. You can have them whenever you want to. So now, same idea. We're going to heat our pan. These are going to cook a little bit longer. You're going to want these like brown on one side, like little brown circles and bubbles and stuff. So we're going to take our measuring, let our pan heat up again, which is probably still hot from when we just used it. Same idea, in the center, and we're going to swirl. And it's okay for these to get a little darker. There's no reason to flip them, right, Ma?
No. Mm-mm.
And we're going to let these cook for a little bit longer. Keep an eye on it. In my bowl here, I have ricotta cheese. We're going to add a little bit more too, because we want to thicken this up just a little bit, like so. Again, this is a feel. Whatever's good. And some chocolate chips and vanilla. I do have a little bit of vanilla here, just a little bit, just to bring out and accentuate the rest of those flavors. Just a little bit. You don't need any more than that. We're going to mix this together. This already has a little bit of sugar in it. You don't want it too sweet because it can be really overpowering. And you could put a chocolate sauce over this too. I think that's good. Now let's check on our crepe here. Yeah. This is going to have a different kind of sheen on top because it's going to cook quite a bit more. See how it's starting to bubble up? That's what we want. I'm just gonna, you see it's already starting to brown on the edges here? That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. But not to burn it. A little bit longer. good food sometimes takes time. Although patience is not one of my virtues, I will be honest. As Mama knows that very well. Starting to brown up. The edges are browning really, really nicely. Yeah. Let's see. Let's take a peek here. Get you to see that. Not quite yet. This is kind of be like a soft cannoli instead of a hard crunchy shell. It'll be nice soft and for your mouth feel. All right, I think that's. What do you think, Ma? A little longer?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that a little bit longer. Clean up as we go here while we have a few seconds. So now you can see it's starting to bubble up on top too, which is what we want. Smells really good. You can smell the sweet of the sugar as it's starting to caramelize a little bit in the dough. Or I shouldn't say dough, it is a batter. Now the edges are starting to crisp up nice, so I'm gonna pull that and show you the back. See how brown and crispy that is? That's really nice. It's really nice. Now you want that on the outside. So we're gonna take some of our, let's turn that off. Take some of our filling, and again, resist the urge to overfill it. And there again, just roll it up very, very delicately because you wanna, oh, you hear that crunch? That's really nice. Now, in a saucepan, real quick, I'm gonna take our fresh blackberries. Look at the juice, isn't that nice? And the juice of a fresh lemon. To kind of balance the sweetness, you need some acid to just do that real quick. Always hold your hand over, because you don't want any seeds or pits in your sauce. One crunch you don't want to have, trust me. You'll spend the day in the dentist. Get rid of that. Now over low heat. 4 in 1. Wipe this down a little bit. We're just going to take a spoon and just let these kind of macerate a little bit and just warm up. And you want to break them apart a little bit to make a little bit of a sauce. Oh, that juice coming out. You can add sugar to this too. You really don't need to. Look at that color. When I was growing up, there used to be a mulberry tree or a blackberry tree across the street from where I lived, where I grew up. And me and the neighbors' kids, we would climb the tree and eat mulberries until we were sick. Purple faces and hands. See, now that's all you need to do. Just warm them through a little bit. And take that. We're going to get a plate for our dessert cups here. Put them on our plate. Move this out of the way. Grab a spoon. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. Just a little bit over the top like that. How beautiful is that? And I have a little bit of confectioner's sugar here that I'm just gonna dust over the top. Just a little bit. And there you go. How simple and fast was that? Seriously.
Very nice.
That's so amazing. I'm gonna give a taste to that too. Clear some of the stuff out of the way. Have a taste. Here we go. So what do you think?
Beautiful.
I think it looks really good, huh?
Yes, very nice. You get a little fruit here.
Yeah, a little fruit, a little bit of the filling. Let's see what see how things turned out. See if I'm as holding up my family traditions as I'd like to. Ooh, a little bit. Got a little bit of everything. Trying.
Got it.
Cheers.
Ah, cheers.
Cheers. Isn't that great?
Very good.
So simple. These recipes and more can be found on our website. You can make these for your family. So simple. Turn off the TV, turn off the computer, sit down and make a meal with your family, and get back to food and passion and be passionate about your food. This is a great day. I hope you stay tuned for more. See you next time. Thank you very much.
Well, good.
We're back now and our manicotti are nice and ready and bubbly in the oven. So we're going to pull them out. Using safety first. Pot holders is a must. Oh, you can hear them. Can you hear them? They're singing to you. Oh, they smell so amazing. So now we're going to grab... tend to find actually a fish spatula is much easier to get these out. And since this pan is scalding hot, I'm just going to very gently, very gently. So the sauce in the bottom actually helped to have them not stick or fall apart. Loosen them up just a little bit. They give some resistance. And then, very gently, come on. Ooh, they're really, ooh. There we go. Oh, very nicely done. Let me wipe my hand up a little bit. And now for the tasting. What do you think, Mama?
Hot.
Hot, bubbly, deliciousness.